And we're live. What's up, folks? It's your boy Black Philip Alvarez. Just started to do. I know I was supposed to start one earlier this tonight, a stream, but everybody else was on another stream. So like, well, why the hell am I start a stream and everybody else is on another stream? So what I'm gonna do is post an invite in either my chat. Hold on. There you go. Paste. Or if you get a notification, just hop on and copy and paste the link that's in the chat. So how's everybody's night going? It's Saturday here in Texas, just past 1 o'clock. So I saw Cap. He has a stream going on right now, but apparently I guess he's having internet issues again. So I was gonna go on, but they got he's not on. I ain't gonna go on. So I wasn't feeling the topic that was being said. So I was like, I might as well just open my own. Like I said, everybody else wants to come. Y'all can come on. We'll just talk about whatever. Let's start the topic right now. I just finished watching the movie Edge of Tomorrow. Probably one of Tom Cruise's most underrated movies, and at the time it was released, it wasn't very popular because it was dealing with his. It was kind of cool to hate on him because he was doing that crazy stuff, with the accounts jumping and saying all those weird appearances, and his Scientology was making a big deal of me. I never gave a shit about that. I've always been a fan of his, no matter what. So anyway, like I said, I just finished watching it tomorrow. You said great movie, still holds up today, and the thing that makes it so great is the way that the character that he plays progresses over the entire movie. In the beginning, he plays against type. You know how Tom Cruise always plays either the likable guy or the badass hero. But in this movie, he pretty much just starts out as, well, pretty much a coward. He's thrown into combat because he releases information that his superiors don't agree with. So his punishment is he's just thrown in the middle of combat that he helped create. And so, in the beginning, he steps in, he doesn't know what the hell is going on. He's thrown into this squad, and then the leader is played by the late, great Bill Paxton, rest in peace. I think this is when it was final film role. I don't know if this was his official last one. It's probably like his last major role. And Bill Paxton was just one of the greatest character actors out there. He had a couple of starring roles. We're seeing one of my all-time favorite movies out there, Twister. Probably directed one of the most underrated horror movies of all time, Frailty, with him and Matthew McConaughey. Probably has one of the best twist endings in a while. The movie hits deep. If you haven't watched Frailty, watch Frailty. Trust me, it's a badass movie. He directed it also. So, but yeah, the movie Edge of Tomorrow is fantastic. It still holds up today. It wasn't the biggest hit when it first came out. I think it barely crossed 100 million here domestic. But of course, it has the always great, the Emily Blunt. Sorry, Emily Blunt, probably known for that little scene where she does a little curve thing. It's all in slow motion. Oh my God, my stars. Anyway, she's great in this movie. She starts off as a badass and ends up as a badass. So I think it was whenever her first starring roles too. Has got a starring role? I'm not sure. I think Looper came out the year before. I think this movie came out in 2014. I think Looper came out in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. What's up? Hanging with some friend. Hey, what's up, Tim? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, I'll be on for a while. If you want to show up, man. There's a link in the chat. Appreciate you hanging. Yeah, be with your friends, man. Have fun. Be safe. So yeah, I mean, I was talking about Edge tomorrow, and I mean, this movie. I mean, Kate. It was probably one of the first ones that it's like a sci-fi version of Groundhog Day. And I think Groundhog Day was probably one of the first movies that introduced the concept of a time loop. Even though, I mean, what year did Groundhog Day come out? 93, I believe. Probably one of the best comedies out there. Comedy, fantasy. I mean, even Roger Ebert gave it 4 stars. Calls it one of the best movies ever made. I didn't agree, I mean, it's as funny as it is. I mean, it's a very well-made movie. The concept could have got stale easily, but Bill Murray. Not only Bill Murray saves that movie. Not even save the movie because it's a great movie, pretty much. But it's funny. It's got heart. It's got the premise is fan. I mean, it's a great premise. I'm sure that the concept of a time loop has been done before, but I think Groundhog Day was probably one of the first ones that actually did it to where it was fun. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Into Tomorrow. I mean, there's been other movies like that since. You get the Happy Death Day movies, and then that one that came out last year, what's it called, Palm Springs or something like that? I believe came out on Hulu. I believe never seen it, but it's the same thing, comedy. I don't know if Kai Spot might disagree with me. I always think when it comes to movies about time and time travel, the best ones that do it is comedies. When you got the Back to the Future trilogy. You got movies like Hot Tub Time Machine. First one, second one sucked, but the first one I think is definitely underrated. Hilarious, but I mean, it does time travel right. You still got to get him to watch that. I don't know how to watch it. And of course, you got the Bill and Ted movie, one of the probably tamest stoner movies of all time. And then you got, it's a trilogy now because you had the Face the Music came out last year, and I asked for Bogus Journey over Excellent Adventure. Excellent Adventure, that was good, with the Beethoven and Napoleon. They come in time and funny movies. Of course, Bogus Journey, of course, has William Sadler as Satan. No, not Satan. Grim Reaper. So yeah, he stole that. I don't know how you steal a movie from Alex Winter or Keanu Reeves, but somehow he stole it. He's in Face the Music. But what did I like his? I still prefer it over. I like to Face the Music. I mean, it was what it is. It was more nostalgic. It was harmless. It's harmless fun. I mean, it was cool to see the daughters of Bill and Ted. I think the one that played Theodore. Theodore was Keanu's character. So yeah, the one that played his daughter was the the better that acted more like Ted than his other daughter did. Probably a very gorgeous Samara Weaving. Of course, is the niece of Mr. Smith from Matrix. Hugo Weaving. I still missed. I mean, man, if anything, the new Matrix movies definitely should have had. Man, how come we can't get that guy? I mean, the guy that was replaced him. What was his name? Oh, forgot his total name. But anyway, like I say, we're just talking about It's Tomorrow, right? So yeah, the concept. I mean, nowadays it's considered a cult classic. Like I say, it just got released in 4K. This past Tuesday. Looks good, sounds good. The sound is fantastic. So I mean, if you have a good sound system, it'll probably blow up your system. You might need to get a good new subwoofer after listening to this movie on your. That's a good thing. These newer movies nowadays, the sound is. I mean, this movie is like nearly 8 years old. And then, but recently there was another release that takes advantage of the sound with Ambulance. I mean, Michael Bay's latest movie. It was very, I wouldn't say underrated because it wasn't, it got pretty good reviews when it was released. It just, I don't know. It was supposed to be released earlier in the year. But I think it would have been a bigger hit if it would have been. I don't know. Maybe they were scared because it was released around the time that not Far From Home, No Way Home was released, and they didn't want to lose box office from that. I mean, if you haven't seen Ambulance, watch Ambulance. Pretty decent heist car chase film. Great sound. I mean, if you have a badass sound system, get that movie. It'll blow your speakers out. So every time I watch him, I got, you've never seen how it is. I got my focal pots on top of my sound bar. So every time I play a loud movie, they all fall off. Funny stuff. Anyway, so yeah, if you have the Edge tomorrow and you have a pretty good system, if you have a 4K player, I definitely recommend you getting it. Like I said, I mean, obviously Tom Cruise is popular now again. I mean, to me, he's always been popular. I mean, he doesn't love the Mission Impossible films. He always brings his A game. But I think another good thing about Edge tomorrow is his it's decent character development because, like I said, in the beginning, he starts out as a freaking coward, pretty much. And who would have thought ever in his entire career that Tom Cruise would ever play a coward? But then, as the movie progresses, he slowly becomes a badass who just wants to complete the mission. Not complete the mission, but he gets I don't know what to say. No, does he fall in love with the Emily Blunt character? No, I don't think he does. I think he starts to respect her. He doesn't. He gets tired of seeing her die all the time. And they had great chemistry. And I've heard stories. How Emily Blunt loved making that the film with him, and hopefully they do end up making a sequel. I don't know. Maybe with the popularity of Top Gun, he'll finally get a sequel greenlit. And they can get it. And I know he's doing that space movie with the same director, Doug Liman, however you pronounce it. Dealing with allergies right now, so I keep scratching my nose. But yeah, I mean, does it need a sequel? Edge tomorrow? Maybe, maybe not. And I mean, like I say, Tom Cruise he's on cloud 9 right now. With the success of Top Gun Maverick. Honestly, I mean, the movie deserves to be the hit it is. His first $1 billion movie. Can't believe that. His 40-year career, nearly 40-year career. Over 40 years. His first movie was like All the Right Moves, Taps. He was in Outsiders too. That was 84. So Taps was like 83, 82. No, Risky Business was 83. That was his first. That was a movie that got him pretty well known too. Yeah, they're talking about next year will probably be like 40 years. 30-year career. It took him 40 years to get a $1 billion movie. Well, good for him. Like Top Gun. So far, Top Gun Maverick is probably my favorite movie of the year. So the only movies I've seen in theaters are obviously Top Gun Maverick. I saw Doctor Strange 2, which I liked, but you could tell stuff was cut out from Doctor Strange 2. I mean, how are you going to do that? I mean, you get Sam Raimi to do Doctor Strange 2, but you cut it to shit. So, yeah. I don't think they're going to release the director's cut version on, home release because it comes out in like 3 weeks. I already pre-ordered it. Maybe they'll do it on Disney Plus. We'll see. Like I said, I'll probably see Thor on Tuesday. I know it's not getting the best reviews, but to me, some of these reviews are total bullshit. I might end up doing a real review because everybody's like, "Oh, it seems like a parody." No. I tried to do one last night, a rant, but I just deleted it because I didn't like it. It's too, I don't like negativity, so I felt it was a bit too negative. So I just deleted it. It was like a 10-minute. Anyway, Let me see if I can find people online who want to come on. Let me see. No, I didn't say I wanted to leave the site. 1 second. I'm sorry. I don't want there to be too many. Too much. Let's see if my boy Steve can come on. Let's see if my boy El Necron can come on. He's a fellow Texan. Let's see what the hell is his name. Tim might not. Fuck it, I'm gonna send one to Cap. He might be able to see it and come on. You know, he might be internet issues and all. He might just leave mine and come to mine. His and come to mine. Fuck it. I might send one to Sci-Fi too. I don't know if he was going to bed or not. Okay, who else? Shit, Tim said he's hanging out with friends, but hey, man, do your thing, man. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna send one. Come on, she comes on. I'm just gonna do it. All right. I'm sending about 4, and I can only allow 6 people on. Anyway, let's see what time it is. 25. Let me go check. Oh no, I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry. Ah, fuck. Just gonna go ahead and end this. Probably delete it. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Be safe. Peace.